Another arrest in the insider trading probe. This thing is widening. Give us the details on this latest
We've been
arrest.
expecting this. We've reported that John Kinnucan's arrest was probably imminent, either last month or this month. So this is John Kinnucan, who has run a company called Broadband Research. He lives in Portland,
and he was an independent analyst.
Independent analyst. So he would do research, and his clients were hedge fund and mutual fund analysts and traders. So we just have seen the complaint. He was arrested yesterday at his home, late afternoon, early evening at his home in Portland, and we reported that last night and this morning. But today we've just seen the complaints as to what he's accused of.
We didn't know what he was accused of before last night.
They were still sealed.
So what do we have?
Civil and criminal complaints alleging that between 2009, at least in 2009, 2010, he passed along inside information to his clients, and at least 3 of these clients were able to make profits or avoid losses of 1.6+ million. I mean, that's just the civil complaints.
Do we know any of the names of the hedge funds?
No, we don't. I mean, well, we know who some of his clients were. They were some of the biggest names in the industry, but they're not named in the complaint. But there is a tech company named F5 Networks Inc., which is a Seattle tech company. So, this is a broadening investigation, and we will know more later today. And he's supposed to appear in Portland in court today.
I mean, what's interesting about this is that the FBI had been looking at him for a while. Actually tried to turn him.
So he is kind
he
of
was really
somebody who wasn't known except in his industry until November of 2010, and following a visit by FBI agents in October of 2010 who visited him. He was on his porch sipping wine in Portland, and 2 FBI agents who we've written extensively about tried to flip him to get him to cooperate against his clients, and he refused, sent out a blast email to dozens of people calling the agents fresh-faced eager beavers. Sorry, it's been a long night.
It's not even working hard. You've been following this story. It's,
Now, is he one of these types of analysts that was running one of these so-called expert networks?
No, he was allegedly actually, getting information. He was himself the go-between with the tech companies, in between the tech companies and the money managers. So. I mean, again, I emphasize allegedly. We'll see how this plays out. But he's accused of himself getting the inside information, and he's not an expert per se. He's an analyst, so his job is to do research. And the government, the DOJ just said, he purportedly, was doing independent research, legitimate research, but instead he was treating his sources to vacations, to ski trips. He was befriending them to basically just to make them, friendship, bread,
just a little smidget of something on the side that can be used to make it.
Did he have any ties to larger firms? I mean, was he ever a part of the sort of the bigger Wall Street?
I mean, he started his. He's been an independent guy for a long time. 1999, Broadband Research. He's kind of a solo flyer, in a lot of ways, not kind of one of these big Wall Street guys. And of course on the West Coast, but of course that's where a lot of tech companies are based. So.
Now, I mean, look, we've been reporting this story for a long time. You've been working on this story for a long time, the whole insider trading scandal. This seems to be a very large-scale thing at this point. We had the arrest this week of a Goldman analyst in Taiwan. We have Kinnucan, we had Raja, and we've already had a lot of convictions. How widespread a ring are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, we know, the government, the FBI, and the prosecutors are getting they've got a lot of traction with cooperators, which we've said, but, with every success, they tend to get more cooperation from people who are afraid that
they'll be next.
And with successful prosecution, and guilty pleas, they're able to draw more information out. So, I don't think we're done at all, and certainly every indication that there's more to come.